Even by the standards of the British Parliament, it was an unruly session. The hope was that the votes would point to a way forward out of the Brexit crisis. But in the end, all 8 options were defeated, highlighting the deadlock. The government said it strengthened its view that Prime Minister May's deal was the best solution.
And it demonstrates that there are no easy options here. There is no simple way forward. The deal the government has negotiated is a compromise, both with the EU and with members across this House.
But as some members of Parliament pointed out, last night's voting was only the start of efforts to break the impasse. The idea was to come up with a short list of alternatives and for the debate to continue on Monday. Theresa May, though, still hopes Parliament could pass her deal. On Wednesday, she took the extraordinary step of offering to resign if lawmakers back the agreement. This prompted some hardliners, such as Boris Johnson, to have a change of heart and offer their support. But just hours later, Arlene Foster, the leader of the small hardline Northern Irish Party, the DUP, delivered a hammer blow. She said they would not back the deal under any circumstances. They fear it threatens the integrity of the United Kingdom, as it requires Northern Ireland to remain more closely aligned with the EU. So for now, a no deal, where the UK crashes out of the EU, is still the default position, and still a very real scenario.
Now, keeping track of all things Brexit is DW's Birgit Maas, who joins me now from London. Welcome, Birgit. Now, 8 options before Parliament yesterday, all rejected. Where does this leave us?
Well, it actually leaves us closer to no deal, closer to the UK leaving the European Union without any transition period, with all the disruption this would bring to business, to travel, to food security. So this is something that parliamentarians do not want. But if they don't find a solution, if they don't find a way forward, this is the default option. Now, you have mentioned in the piece that there is another process. So next week, Monday, is envisaged to be a second round. And the hope is that somehow a solution will be found. It will be that all the options will be whittled down to a way forward that at least Parliament can reunite behind. But it's not clear what then happens, because Theresa May has said she would engage constructively with this process, but it's non-binding. So we're really not very clear what happens. We just know that in 2 weeks' time, if there is no deal found, that the UK will then leave the European Union.
And Birgit, how much of this impasse is to do with Theresa May? She has offered to resign if her Brexit deal is approved by Parliament. Will it work? Will it increase support for the deal?
Well, we have seen some of the really very sceptical MPs rallying behind her because they want somebody from their side, the so-called Brexiteers who have always fought for Brexit. They want somebody from their side to become Prime Minister in order for the second phase of this crucial process to negotiate with the European Union from what they see a more firm perspective. They accuse Theresa May of having given in too much to the European Union, and they want somebody to take over for the next phase of negotiation who stands up to the EU more, is what how they see it. But this is not yet enough. From what we know, she doesn't have the majority just yet, and it's not yet clear if and when this meaningful vote, a third meaningful vote, will happen or maybe will not happen.
So the uncertainty continues. Birgit Maas in London, thank you very much.